Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com. There is a big story unfolding that may impact this weekend's big fight between Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley. It's one you need to know about. Now, Manny Pacquiao's strength coach, Alex Ariza, is in the middle of a stunning fall from grace. When he was on top, understand that Alex Ariza was the strength coach for three different champions: Manny Pacquiao, Amir Khan, and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Not only that, he was well connected in the sport. He, of course, helped his clients at the Wildcard Gym, Freddie Roach's gym in Hollywood, California. And of course, these fighters were top-rank fighters. Top Rank is owned by Bob Arum, arguably the biggest promoter, certainly one of the biggest promoters in the sport. Times have changed. Amir Khan announced that he fired Alex Ariza. Right? Alex Ariza apparently left Manny Pacquiao's camp and Amir Khan's camp to go train or to be a strength coach for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Well, while he had Manny Pacquiao's permission, he didn't have Amir Khan's permission, and Amir Khan was not pleased. Right? So Amir Khan has replaced Alex Ariza. Alex Ariza is no longer with him. Well, recently, according to BoxingScene.com, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., on the eve of a big fight against Andy Lee, has replaced Alex Ariza. Well, the plot thickens. Those of you who have watched Pacquiao Bradley 24/7 know that Freddie Roach was not pleased with Alex Ariza. Freddie Roach, in fact, did not want Alex Ariza to be in Manny Pacquiao's corner for the Timothy Bradley fight. Well, apparently the bad blood is even deeper than that. Bob Arum is not pleased with Alex Ariza. There was a question over whether or not Alex Ariza was even going to get credentials for top-rank events. Right? Well, apparently the one voice that could trump Bob Arum and Freddie Roach for Manny Pacquiao events did just that. Apparently the fighter himself, Manny Pacquiao, has indicated to Freddie Roach that he wants Alex Ariza in his corner when he fights Timothy Bradley. I believe this is a big red flag. Just think about it. Between rounds, who does Manny Pacquiao really get instruction from? Who's his chief advisor in the corner? I would argue that it's his trainer, Freddie Roach. If Manny Pacquiao needs to figure out what's happening in the ring and needs a second set of eyes to help him with strategy, the person he really should turn to in the corner is Freddie Roach. Understand, too, that if Manny Pacquiao gets cut in the fight and goes to the corner, the person who should be working on his cuts is his cut man, not Alex Ariza. Now, if Manny Pacquiao thought Timothy Bradley was an easy fight, why would he insist on having a guy in his corner who he knows is persona non grata with his trainer and with his promoter? It's astonishing. And so, let me just say, you need to keep an eye on how this develops. Alex Ariza has been on Twitter. Alex Ariza has given interviews where he's made some less than complimentary statements about Bob Arum, right? Before a big fight, I think a fighter wants unity in his corner, not disunity. And I feel that clearly there are close friends of Manny Pacquiao, not just Freddie Roach, but Amir Khan, who trains with Pacquiao at the Wildcard Gym, and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who clearly have different opinions of Alex Ariza than does Manny Pacquiao. Let me also say, too, that Ariza has a long history with Manny Pacquiao, dating back to the David Diaz fight, right? As Pacquiao has gained weight to fight at the higher weights, 140 and 147, right? He has worked with Alex Ariza. So it's surprising that an important member of Pacquiao's team, right, a trusted advisor, is at odds with Manny Pacquiao's promoter and Manny Pacquiao's trainer. So keep an eye on what happens in the corner between rounds. If the blood is as bad as hinted at on 24/7 Pacquiao Bradley, you want to keep an eye on who has Manny Pacquiao's ear in the corner, right? If he turns and he's listening to Freddie Roach, Freddie Roach should have Pacquiao's undivided attention. You can't have a corner where the trainer is trying to give instructions to his fighter and some other guy, a strength coach who, by law, can't give supplements to the fighter during the fight, right? You can't have a strength coach giving advice that runs counter to the advice of the head trainer, right? The only other person who should be tending to the fighter while the fighter is listening to the trainer is a cut man or a guy with an end swell trying to, put down the swelling, or a guy with Vaseline trying to grease the guy up, right? You shouldn't have a strength coach, and I know Ariza's been in his corner in the past. You shouldn't have a strength coach there giving his point of view when, of course, that strength coach hasn't been a trainer in the game and hasn't been a guy with the experience as a fighter as Freddie Roach has had. It's going to be an interesting side bit. You should keep an eye on it every time Pacquiao goes to his corner, just to see how they all work. This is the first time I know of that Freddie Roach has publicly said that he did not want a guy in the corner, only to be overruled by his fighter. Maybe it's happened in the past, but it's the first I know of it. Also, Alex Ariza has apparently made statements online or been quoted online as saying that him being replaced as Chavez's strength coach was done without the fighter's knowledge, right? Well, all I can say is that's a big charge, because then you have to ask the question of who exactly is running Chavez Jr.'s camp, right? And, let me just say it's also an inflammatory accusation to make on the eve of a big fight where the fighter should really be focusing on Andy Lee's left hand, not shenanigans on his team. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments for me here online. Visit us at gamblersadvisory.com and theboxinggame.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching.